So, Nagish, do you have any other friends before me ever in your entire life, or just lonely forever?
I've had many friends, but since being imprisoned by the Norns, I haven't had any friends in a very long time since you. So yes, quite lonely for many years, but I did have one friend that was quite memorable. They went on many grand adventures with me, escapades across the multiverse.
Really? Sounds fascinating.
Yes, those were good times. Their name was Zuma. Zuma and I did all kinds of things. We went to Gantera, which is an entirely other planet you may or may not ever hear about.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, just excellent company, great sense of humor, lovely smile.
Do you think they're still alive? Can you see it with your powers?
Well, I can see them, but again, I don't know if that's past or present. It's hard to say. Let's say it's present. Let's say they're still alive. That'd be quite nice. Thousands of years later. Or maybe hundreds, I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, if they're anything like you, they've gone on these epic adventures. We should seek them out and get them to join our crew.
We should. Let's see. Third star to the left and straight on to the Dusk of Destiny, or whatever that poem is from the Epic of Shag Mahal. I think he's over there. Let's go find Zuma. Welcome to the Shadowcats, Zuma.
What are the Shadowcats?
Oh, don't worry about it. Welcome back to Sanity Damage, a tabletop role-playing game, actual play podcast. I'm your Dungeon Master, Nathan, and joining me tonight are Pippin,
the Madman Moriarty,
and Alex.
Actually insane Klakkr.
Join us on episode 57 of our first campaign, To Whom the Sea Belongs. Last week you made it to Raylon, you almost got into a fight with him, and we found out what is going on with the party back up in Trison. So let's pick up there and see what they do now. Moriarty and Pippin, Moriarty and Klakkr, as well as Lucky.
I am the only one here for today's episode, thank you.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll just be over
sorry,
here.
Klakkr.
Okay, that's fine.
Wow. Moriarty and Klakkr wake up along with Lucky in the spinning wheel inn and tavern, having completed a long rest. Yantor is there. A handful of civilians are in the tavern as well. Many of them look to be in a state of kind of disarray. One of them actually looks very odd, has this person is still very much humanoid, but has like drooping, almost tentacle-like features coming out of his face. Almost Mind Flare-ish, but not quite a pure Mind Flare. And they're all having breakfast. Yantor is serving them up a bunch of hash browns from Body Nook's stash of non-magical potatoes. And Yantor sees the three of you wake up and he says, well, we should plan what we need to do now and next immediately, but just so you know, all of those people over there used to be statues, and over the past few days I've been turning them all out of their stone state back into normal people. So they're valuable members of Trison. That one over there with the face, I mean, you know, I have a moose head, everyone can have their own thing, it's fine. But they have had, they mentioned that they used to be pretty powerful in the ways of magic, so might also be an ally worth making in whatever endeavors we decide that we need to do.
Well, how about we get this curse off of me so I can finally get some good rest?
Right, of course. And he like puts his hand on your orca snout, and he removes the long rest curse.
Ugh. Deleted. Save the document.
Moriarty's still just staring at that guy with the almost Mind Flare-esque looking face. He's just thinking to himself, you know, did they just like play Picasso with his face or something? And then they unfroze his statue and now he's just stuck like that. Thoughts in his head as he's spiraling into insanity. Were we able to use sanity dice before our long rest last night?
You can use, yes.
Okay, I just had to find out if I could be less insane.
I would not say you could be completely sane, given everything you've been through, but you can certainly work on being less insane.
Good.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that.
Well, I think I first then need to try to roll the dice to remove that curse. It was a DC 18. Okay, so I've rolled a 6, so it's gone anyway now. So I didn't get the effects of the rest, but now I will in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use some dice as well then for my sanity. Health isn't too bad.
Gotta get that sanity back. So, we woke up and we're a little bit rested. Well, I am, you're not.
Yeah, Klakkr's still exhausted.
Guys, I'm gonna play dispatcher, okay? I'll organize everything from here. I'll keep charging the totem. I rejuvenated overnight so I can juice the totem a little bit more, but Lucky's ears just droop. His head is like completely, soft and smooth. He's just staring at his feet.
It's fine, Lucky. You charge the totem now. We'll eat something. And then Klakkr and I, and anybody we can muster up here. And if you don't mind, Yontor, we're gonna go grab Jack and then teleport the fuck out of there.
Okay. We can do that, and assuming that let's hope he's still okay. Assuming he's still okay. And then after that, we can go back and handle the whole Apex situation with all the gnolls, right?
That was the deal. And as long as we get Jack back, the deal still stands, as far as I know.
All right. Well, let's get Jack. Let's go. I'm gonna finish these hash browns up here. Lucky actually takes charge of that, and so Yontor passes it off to him, and Lucky starts running the tavern, fixing up breakfast for everyone.
Right.
Klakkr's gonna kind of look at Moriarty and then look at the guy that looks like the Mind Flayer and be like, what's up with that guy? What do you think's going on there?
Honestly, I just think, everybody used a statue that I attached some things to him, and when I undid it, I think they're just permanently part of his face now.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
I know, right? What? Wouldn't it be me?
Oh no.
Glad we got rid of those hags.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can ask him why his face looks like that.
Oh no, I don't. I don't really want to. I'm kind of scared right now. That's a little too much for me. I don't think I can do it.
Fair enough. Alrighty then, Will.
We gotta get going then.
Yeah, we get to gather up Yontor? Or does anybody... Yontor, do you know anybody around here that would be of help?
Well, like I said, that one over there with the face is a caster of some kind.
Oh no.
I leave it to you, Klakkr.
Oh no.
Sorry, that was the most NPC line. I'm gonna finish these hash browns real quick. It's all up to you, Klakkr. I'm gonna, eat up these here of hash browns.
Oh no. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can do this. And Klakkr will walk up to him and go, "Oh, hey there. How you doing? How's the weather?"
TJ, would you like to introduce your second character?
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
And please feel free to re-describe him because I don't feel like I did him justice.
Yeah. So Fabulous Vile is a small man, hunched and by age, streaked, black streaked through white hair, a green and a blue eye, almost skeletal in his frame, very skinny and decrepit. A permanent, almost permanent grin, a very large mouth for his face, but almost permanently in a toothy smile. He is covered in just vials and bottles and what looks like bits of items wrapped in what could be skin, all through these ratty, tattered robes, and a large book, almost like comically large to his size, hangs from his waist, which also seems to be covered in maybe more than one creature's hide. That's Mr. Fabulous.
Nice. And I'm sorry, did I imagine the tentacle thing when we were talking?
Oh, yes. And yeah, he is, not only is he decrepit, but if you look closely, you might see something moving in his robes and in and out, almost like another appendage, a tentacle of sorts. It's unnerving. It moves through, so his always looks as if his skinny frame is like there's like a creature moving inside of his robes, and sometimes it pops out, a slimy octopus-esque tentacle.
Does everyone have a Oh, I'm forgetting the word now. Like a little pet. Familiar except me.
Oh,
This is like
yes.
a Ratatouille situation.
I do have familiar as well. But yeah. Yeah, that's Fabulous Vile.
Excellent. So, Fabulous, you've been approached by this hulking orca folk who timidly asks you how the weather is.
Well, it's no good for my bones, obviously. It's fine, I suppose, though. Who are you? Why are you asking me these questions? I have no money if you're begging.
Oh no, I don't need any money from you. That's okay.
Oh.
But I do need your help.
Help. Where is it? Ooh, you're strange species. Orca folk, eh? Yeah, I could be convinced to help if you might separate yourself from a bit of your flesh, maybe. Just a little, just a piece, maybe. I could use it.
No.
What? No. You hardly even noticed it was gone. Heal with time.
Oh, yeah, I would know.
Just a bit.
Maybe another time, but not right now. I'm kind of using it.
It's quite dingy.
From eating his hash browns, Moriarty yells across the the counter. Why don't you just give him that tooth that's growing in your blowhole?
You have a tooth in your blowhole?
And then chuckles.
Interesting. Is it always been there? Is it a new growth, a mutation of sorts, possibly?
My horn.
I would help you if you gave me your horn. I like that. That would be fantastic.
Klakkr's blowhole grips tighter on the horn.
Oh no. Moriarty's rolling on the floor laughing.
Gross.
Come. Give and take. That's how these situations work.
We have to get the help before we can get you anything.
Oh, you're driving a hard bargain. I'm an old man. Why would you want to take advantage of me? I have lots of important work, you know.
I can get you something better than a horn.
I'm listening. You better not be pulling my leg.
Oh, no,
I
of
really
course
don't
not.
have time for shenanigans.
Oh no. We can get you a tooth. A tooth of something that's even better than what I got this horn from.
Ooh.
You see, have you heard of the Eye of the Norn?
Eye of the Norn. I like the sounds of that. Yes, I could use that. That would be a great component, a base for a new, beautiful evolution. Something, a new pet, maybe. All right. I will help you. I will help you for this Eye of the Norn. But if you trick me, if you try to run out without paying your bills, I will use all of you, not just a bit.
Okay, we got a deal there.
Very nice. Would you like to shake on it?
Moriarty stands up and looks at Klakkr.
And
What are
as
you
he says,
doing?
would you like to shake on it? A writhing, octopus tentacle comes out of his robe, around where his chest is, and, reaches out to, shake your hand.
And I'll look at Moriarty and I'm like, he said he would help us, and
You're not giving him the Eye of the Norns.
No take backsies,
Well,
ugly
there was
man.
no handshake.
I never said we were giving it to him. I said, have you heard of it?
Trick me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, then
Just-
shake the hand.
Yeah, you're not gonna get the Eye of the Norn, no.
Oh, why not? That's part of the deal.
Oh no. I just asked if you heard of it.
No, I want it. You
Well-
said you would give me something better than a horn. Eye of the Norn. That's what you said.
I said a tooth.
A tooth. In the Eye of the Norn.
Yes.
You did say a tooth. Why are you running circles? What is this tooth? Is it in the eye? Eyes do not have teeth. Well, you could put teeth in the eye. If you gave an eye a mouth. Oh, that could be very useful. I should write that down. So anyways, you give me tooth of the Eye of the Norn.
Yes. Yeah, I can do that.
Shake on it.
I look at Moriarty.
Moriarty's just resting up against his fishing pole now that he's standing, and he just throws his hands up. He's like, I don't know what you're doing. Just what? Cleans his hands
Betray
at
me.
this.
I will take the ugly man's bits too, even though I don't need them. They're probably worthless.
So you're just getting a tooth.
Yes, a tooth.
Wait, who man's bits?
But if betrayed, I get all of you and all of his bits as well.
Whose bits?
The ugly man's bits. The one I can smell from here.
Moriarty points at Yantor.
Oh.
Deal. Shake on it.
I think I need Moriarty to shake on it then too now.
No, don't worry about him.
Well, okay. And we'll shake on it. I spread out my fingers so that they actually show that they're fingers when I shake, and then I draw them, and then I draw them back.
Yeah, his hand, his like tentacle, like wraps around your hand with like a slimy suckers, and then shakes, and then pulls back in, leaving like a mucusy residue on your hand. All right, it's settled again. Let's be off. Where are we going? What did you? Oh wait, you said you needed help. What kind of help did you need?
Well,
you should have asked that first.
I will not lift anything heavy. I'm an old man.
We need you to move this couch real quick, man. Pivot.
Hearing him say that, Moriarty's gonna put his hand on Klakkr's shoulder. Looks like you're still carrying the totem then.
oh yeah. Well, that was always the plan. I like carrying it.
Totems? What are you, some kind of tribal people? I have no time for uneducated sloths.
You just signed away all of your time, didn't you? You just said your help.
What is it that you need help with?
Well, you just need to help us with whatever we say.
Well, what is it?
Like you said, everything.
Yeah.
Everything. No, you said
I
you
need
need help.
Yeah, I said I need your help, and then you said okay. And then I said we'll give you this tooth. You were okay. Yeah. What do
Tooth
you
in the
need?
eye of the north, specifically.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you can help us. Just come with us.
Fine.
Alrighty then. So,
Having reached an agreement, you make your way for the tavern door, and as though by fortuity, when you open the tavern door, there is a woman standing before you, barefoot, with pine straw and leaves and such in her hair. And Ellen, would you like to introduce your next character?
I sure would. So before you see a very tall, strikingly beautiful, ageless, ethereal, high elven woman with this blonde, massive hair that kind of could use a brush, kind of has twigs and leaves in it. She's wearing a handmade, highly decoratively embroidered gown, not really gown, more of like a dress, and at her waist she has belts with just like dried snake skin and dried plants and like little animal bones and tons of like cloth and just scrolls sticking out of it, and she has a big sun hat, and tucked into the band of her sun hat is more just random nature things that she's found. And she's standing there, not really wanting to engage, just acknowledging the fact that she's there, and she's kind of has a little parchment in her hand that she's looking down at, and then looking back up at you guys and looking down at, and she said, you guys are late. You're supposed to be here days ago.
Is your old friend?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't know who this is.
I am not sharing the tooth. If that is what you're trying to do, making deals with us.
I have
The
plenty
tooth is
of
mine,
teeth.
woman.
I do not need any of your teeth, sir. I have teeth of my own, thank you.
Yes, could I have one of them?
No.
Oh. Well, don't have to be rude.
Look, I was predetermined to be here at this old forsaken inn at the predetermined time, and you two were not here. Him, and she's pointing at the little octopus man. You are not mentioned.
Divination is wildly untrackable. That's why I don't use the magic. It's not foolproof. You cannot control it. I hate it.
Very well. Well, regardless if you believe in divination or not, I am here to help. What are we doing?
Evidently nothing. They don't know what they need help with.
Well, you just said you'd help us. We don't, we'll tell you when we get there.
Yes, indeed.
alright, so a magical lady just walks into the inn, claiming predetermined stuff, Klakkr. I'm beginning to think she may not be who she seems to be, and it's really somebody that we once fought and is just back and trying to get on our good side and then stab us in the back.
No, I don't think I fought you before.
Exactly what that hag would say.
You think I'm a hag? You think I'm a hag? You silly little man.
Deal with a lot of hags, huh?
Well, we dealt with 3.
That's
2 are
unfortunate.
dead and 1
3
disappeared.
too many,
and
I think.
we come back from the well and you're here now claiming predeterminism itself. It only makes sense that you're the hag.
Does have a point.
I follow a very specific order where if you practice and are learned enough and spend enough time, you can decipher the stars and other meanings in nature. And look, they told me to meet a party here at this time, except you guys were 2 days late. And I'm here to help, so I'm here to help. You can take my help or leave it. It is of little consequence to me.
Yeah, I'd have to say I think your 2 days, you were a day later than you were supposed to be here. Because we had left the inn by that point that you reached here, so you were late, not us.
Okay, I can just not help you. And she just turns to leave.
Moriarty turns to the skeleton man, the skeleton like the octopus man and Klakkr. Well, do we think she's the hag?
I'm not a hag. I can still hear you. I don't know what I need to do to prove I'm not
If
a
I may
hag.
interject, I am seeing a pattern here. You are most likely once part of a larger group, I would think, and you are neither of you the face of said group. You're not very good at communication.
Well, it's a little bit better at most other times. One might say we're not quite all there right now.
Well, she smells like one of those tree huggers, so she could be of help with whatever it is you need help with.
She smells like a tree hugger.
I take that as a compliment, sir.
Yes, like the soil, the life that is not life.
Moriarty is gonna walk up to her and smell. Is that what a tree hugger smells like? Kind of smell like Yontor, just a little less musky. So, but you're gonna help us go get Jack then?
Who's Jack?
Yeah, he's just step 1 of this help that you're helping us with.
I'm going to save a bunch of idiots. That's what's going to happen, isn't it?
You're already caught on right now.
You'll find out when we get there.
I feel like TJ came through there just a little bit.
Maybe, but they are our idiots you get to save.
So, back to the docks. Hemming once again ferries everyone across. He glances at Klakkr. He's a little bit chastened from Klakkr's outburst yesterday, but he'll say, "Just be careful back there. I'll be waiting on this side of the river."
Oh yeah, sorry about yesterday. You know, it's been a wild time, and Klakkr's just thinking about the well and everything that's happened, and he's just kind of snaps back. Still can't sleep. Now he can, but
Still hasn't slept.
he still hasn't slept.
Right. Yeah, so, it's like two of you know this journey well. The well itself is ominous, has that same kind of imposition of fear upon you as you approach it. Especially those of you who have been here before, like now you know that feeling of existential dread was very well merited. You make it to the well by midday, and the 3 enormous stones that that Moriarty used to manipulate to reveal the different holes, they are so spun around that they don't reveal any hole that descends down into the ground. The smallest of the 3 wheels has a little hole that just goes about 5 feet down, and then it's solid stone because it's not spun over like an actual opening.
So this is where we're supposed to be. Yes?
Yes, but that shouldn't be closed like this. And this nigga shut it on us. I don't know why he would do that. It'd be weird to twist his eye around like that.
I don't know what's going on.
In case Pippin forgot, Moriarty might have forgotten through madness, he might remember, but when you charged it in the Matrix, the entire eye spun around a lot.
I did kind of forget it did a bunch of the spinning.
Yeah, so everything got shuffled and then you escaped through Dimension Door, which doesn't care about that. So it's the same rotation as it was when you left yesterday.
Well, Moriarty is gonna look at his notes and then move around to where the hole should be, and then turn and look at Klakkr. Well, I think we should try our luck at breaking in then.
How many charges do we have on this totem?
Lucky and a handful of bystanders that are grateful for no longer being stone statues have fully charged your totem.
Got it. Oh, yeah, I think that's our only option is we gotta break it back in and we gotta get him out.
Now, if I recall, you can choose whether you drag the totem with you or not when you dimension door. So if you set it up over the hole, if Yantor volunteers to hold it and just that's his job, if you'll let him get away with that. But you could all just in a row dimension door down to it, or down to the chamber.
Because dimension door, you can take a friend, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So you could do it in 2 trips.
I say let's go. Well, ladies first, right?
Yes, indeed.
I'll just be here. I'll be right behind you. I'll come down
Well, you
after
have to
all of
know
you go.
where you're going. I'll go with you.
I don't think I've said my
alright.
character name yet, but Selena's gonna take Klakkr with her and go through.
Alright.
Oh.
Let's go.
Yep. And you arrive in the Fateful chamber at the bottom of the Well of Fate. Klakkr, I imagine this causes orca goose flesh to prickle all over you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's completely empty. No sign of Jack, no sign of Nagish. There is a sign of the struggle. There's a stone gorilla arm that has crumbled on the ground. But no sign of Nagish or Jack.
Oh, there! I missed Pop Boy. There he is.
Pop boy.
Pop
Pop
boy.
Boy. Looking around. Would you care to explain what you did here? What are we supposed to be looking for?
There's supposed to be a big, huge eye, the Eye of the Norn. Its
With a
name is
tooth in
Nagish.
it.
It's got many teeth. And our friend was in here too, and now I don't know where they are. And
He's probably
Klakkr's
dead.
just going around the room.
Can I make some sort of check, Nathan, to see if I can figure anything?
Yeah, make an Arcana check with advantage just to represent the group effort.
Can I guidance myself?
Just this once, but I'm officially not setting precedent for you to be able to do that on yourself.
That's
Okay.
that 21.
21. Nice. With everyone's help kind of poking around, Moriarty and Klakkr pointing to exactly where the scuffle happened and kind of how events broke down, and with Celine's magical inclination, Celine, you are able to gather. I personally, as a DM, I've always found that it's weird that Arcana checks exist and detect magic exists. I know one is supposed to be purely academic, but just in practice, I'm giving you kind of a sort of detect magic through this, so you're able to sense the traces of the Eye of the Norns and its enormous power, and you're able to sense that significant energy was expended from it. That Nagish, after his eye had been fully charged up from the laser that went in and caused the eye to gyroscope and all of that, and turn into an actual fleshy eye instead of a bunch of wheels within wheels. He used all of that magic to open a portal casting plane shift, and he and Jack are no longer on this plane.
Well, would you like the good news or the bad news?
Any news?
They're dead.
Well, I don't think your friend is dead. I also don't think he's on this plane anymore.
Not on this plane.
Yes, this plane of existence. I think.
So not dead, but as good as dead.
Not necessarily. I mean, we don't know if he's going to be on this plane forever, if he's going to come back, if he has already come back in another location. What this Nagish is what you called him, yes? What this Nagish has planned, but unfortunately, without the significant power this Eye of the Norn holds, I don't believe we'll be able to follow him at this moment in time.
Yeah, fuck.
Well, glad I could help.
You're not done helping.
Ah,
What do we do? We gotta get him back here. We need to get him here. We need Jack.
Well,
Moriarty's gonna try thinking he's gonna just sit down on Pop Boy as a chair. He's just not sure. He's just thinking.
It's like the ottoman from Beauty and the Beast hops up and you just sit on it.
Yeah. Fuck, now what do we do? Oh, fucking A. I'm trying to think here, Klakkr. Where do we go from here?
I don't know. I don't know what we can do.
Don't have
Do I need
Jack. Lucky's a useless pile of shit. Mitsuka's going. Moriarty is obviously not happy with Lucky at the moment. Sitting away at the inn.
He's done. I'm done. I'm just gonna cook.
just done with Moriarty's done with him right now.
While the boys are talking, Celine's just literally gonna sit on the ground and just go through like her papers and her bits and scraps and kind of see if she can interpret anything.
Okay.
I don't know what we can do. Do we wait here? We can't plane shift with this totem.
Probably wait forever if you do that. That would be so boring. There's nothing here to even take apart.
Plane shifting without a destination would be fruitless, unfortunately. There are many planes of existence. We'd be essentially needle in the haystack.
I myself can't plane shift, but I can move us all back through trees if we want to go south and worry about the Apex and Knowles situation.
That might be the next course of action. I mean, no leads on Hudson right now. Is it that the ship sailed long ago? Sakurai is a mystery. Jack's gone. Mitsuka's back in, where was it? Cliffs Bay. Wait, no, I don't actually know that, do I?
You know that was Mitsuka's intent.
Okay.
I remember you were suspicious of it. Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
found
was
the mirror
suspicious of
literally
that.
just ate her.
Nathan,
Mitsuka got eaten by a mirror.
does Apex or Cliffs Bay ring any bells to me?
I think Apex would. I'm not sure you would have ever heard of Cliffs Bay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll come back to Apex in a second. Moriarty and Klakkr would both know that Cliffs Bay was like a pressing issue for Kraz, and that presumably Mitsuka did actually go back there. As for Apex, Celine would know that Apex is basically a corrupted druid that has been causing trouble for Celine's family. Is that a fair word?
Family is a good word.
And for Yantor, probably just through making small talk, Celine would know that Yantor and she would be pretty similarly aligned on Apex. I'm not sure she would see him as a pressing issue or not.
No, I don't think. I think she's like, oh, he's a silly little side quest.
Probably see him as like disillusioned or misguided.
Yeah. I've heard of this Apex. He's, an idiot.
Well, we're in good company. They'll get along just fine.
So, I guess, Klakkr, what do you think? Should we go to Cliffs Bay or finish what we said with Apex and then go back to Cliffs Bay?
I think we should. Now I'm gonna get real close to Moriarty and kind of put my arm around him and be like, now, Moriarty, listen. I know we said we would help with Apex and everything. I think we should not do that and go back to Cliffs Bay instead.
Yes, abandon your quest and let's go back to Cliffs Bay.
No,
Sounds fantastic.
I'm whispering. I'm talking very quietly just to Moriarty.
Oh, I'm standing between the two of you. You're very tall.
I'm just imagining it now. It's just such
I really don't enjoy being at growing height. I don't know why you smushed between me. I was standing over here to be out of the way.
To be fair, how tall is your character?
I'm like 5'5".
Okay, yes, you're about growing height. They're right, I mean, that is a good plan. But what do we tell Yantor? Don't exactly burn that bridge either.
Yeah, I know, because we need his help to get back to Cliffs Bay. So,
I mean, we could get back to Cliffs Bay right now, but I just don't want to, he's a pretty powerful druid. That could be a bad bridge to burn. We already have the one hag after us, Moriarty says as he eyes a certain person.
yeah, that's true.
I'm going to claim your bit someday.
What if we go back to Tristan and we get some people there to say they'll help him, and then when he's not looking, then we just go to Cliffs Bay. We can point and say, "Oh, what's that over there?" And then he'll turn his head.
I mean, I guess we could do it. We could pull a shenanigan like that.
I think it would work. I've seen it work before.
I just wish I personally wish there's a way we could get back here and finish this. Something about the Apex just rubs me the wrong way,
Oh yeah, me too, but...
Well, we'll talk as we get back, and I guess we'll leave this place, unless... Yeah, well, we can... I don't think none of us have plane shifts, so even if we could help from the portal... Oh, I just thought of an idea. We think Mitska's back in Cliffs Bay. She might be able to talk to Yod, like Jack did, and be able to find out where Jack is. Or
Oh yeah.
could talk to Jontor. Maybe he can ask. Then again, he wasn't too truthful the last time.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, let's just go back to Tristan, and then we can... Who's all here with us?
I am, unfortunately.
The party is currently Celine, Fabulous, Vile, Klakkr, Moriarty, and Jontor. And Potboy.
Ugh, Gantor.
If we really want to shake things up, I do see a possibility as we gather everybody around the totem and just go back to Cliffs Bay. Jontor won't be too happy, but he can help us out there, and then we can come back.
Yeah, that's true. We could just take him with us. Could just...
Changing all my campaign notes.
Alrighty then. I think that's actually... It's a little bit shitty of us, but...
I can't even say it
I
without
think that
laughing
might
right
be
now.
I think that might be a plan.
Yantor is just like, I wanted to fight a guy named Apex. I need to fight him, guys. Come on.
Look, if you would like my opinion, not that I'm saying my opinion matters, obviously, Apex, small potatoes. If you feel like you have need to return to Cliffs Bay for a greater purpose, I think, I'm sorry, Yantor. We need to follow that thread. Apex we can squash easily. I'm sure of it.
Man, they did believe it was, mind flayers and, in their ilk were going to take over the city and the island and then the countries and things like that. So it's potentially a very hotbed of evil there right now. One could say as it's probably the greater quest. Yeah, I think so. So, alright, everybody gather around. We're going to start teleporting back up to the city, up top.
Alright, I'll hold it here and keep it steady.
Alright, everybody gather in.
You are 3 charges short right now, so someone would need to pump a total of 6 hit dice into it.
6 hit dice.
You can split that up
Have
however you
6.
want.
I'll throw in a hit die.
I could be dead tomorrow. I'm giving you nothing.
Yantor will throw in 1 hit die. He's a stand-up guy.
This is a bad time to say that I don't think I can pump any energy into this totem at the moment.
Got 4 to go.
Wait, I would have gotten them back after the long rest. Or
You would get half back after a long rest.
half back. Okay, so yeah, I can put 1 in.
I can do
3
one.
to go. 2 to go.
I can put in another one, but only... I'm not putting in 2.
Come. Do what you need to do.
I put in
The
one
greater
more
good and all.
You're going to
1 to
this
go.
I'm like 900 years old. I could keel over if I gave you any of that.
You think I'm young? I'm 127, I believe.
You're like a baby. I know you're an elf. You do not think I'm an idiot. I am only a human. I'm ancient.
Alright, fine. Moriarty puts in the last bit of energy that it needs, and then he's just gonna activate teleportation circle with everybody touching the totem and shift us all to Kraz's lair.
Alright.
As he does it, he's gonna say, "Sorry, Yantor," and then the spell activates and we all go through.
Sorry for what? Wait, where are we?
I remember this place.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I almost died in here.
a lot of you did.
I recall that bunch
Yeah.
of potions.
I don't think I've ever seen this map before, actually.
Yeah, Klakkr and Moriarty would definitely have a visceral reaction to appearing in this teleportation circle. Seeing these zombie skeletons kind of, or lizard folk zombies and lizard folk skeletons grinning toothily and kind of waving as you appear. And Kraz will come around the corner.
Oh, hey, what's up, everyone? Moriarty and Klakkr, I think it was. Nice to see you again. Brought some new friends, it looks like. Hello, my name's Kraz. I won't try to kill you all this time.
Pleasure, I'm sure.
Hi, Kraz. They're not my friends. They're more like, work acquaintances?
Well, they're my friends. Oh, nobody really cares, actually.
The small man is somebody we picked up for a long-standing order of help, and the other one I think is a hag, but she's in
not
our
a
service
hag.
at the moment.
Not a hag. If I was a hag,
Anyways.
you'd be dead already, and you're not dead already, so I'm not a hag.
She's not a hag. I just cast magic to figure that out.
Well, you did not have my consent for that, but...
You're in my lair.
He has a valid point.
That's a fair point, sir.
Well, I appreciate the clear up there, Kraz.
Well, what?
I've been unsure about her this whole time.
What brings you all back here? Do you want some tea? Do you want some tentacle meat?
No.
Do you have any sanity?
I think I'm much more sane now than I was when last we met.
No, the tea. What do we call it?
Oh yeah,
Sanity, brand Sanity.
the sanity.
No, not your mental faculties, but
Kraz, can you just give me the tea?
I don't have that kind of tea. I mean, I have seen quite a few people pass through here lately. Island's been hopping, as the kids say.
oh, who's been coming through here?
There was this, I think he called himself a Diabolist, or Diablomancer. His name was, Abraham. There was, your friend, my friend, one of my best friends, he's undead, Zachariah, he came through here.
Zachariah's here.
Not here anymore, but he and Abraham, the other fellow, they set out together, just a few days ago, actually. Went back to Cliffs Bay.
Oh, so they're out, but he's on the island.
Yes. And I'm sure you remember Slork and Hashis and all of the other lizard folk that live on the island. I've seen them on and off.
As he's talking, he'll kind of gesture you to follow him and sit on like animal furs and stones and stuff to relax a little bit. He'll hand you all some tea. It has no sanity healing properties, but Klakkr on a scale of it's not very good by your standards. It's a crit fail.
Klakkr smells it and doesn't even drink it. He just puts it up to his face as if he's like drinking it. Just want to be insulting.
Glad you like it, big fella.
Moriarty's gonna go look at the pot and notice like he has his socks in there and stuff.
Yeah.
Celine does not drink the tea.
Before anyone even like goes for it, I kind of like motion to them. I'm like, no, it's no.
Thank you for the tea, Kraz, but do you know, so you said they went to Cliffs Bay again?
Yes. Two of them set out together. There was a giant, purple cloud. Some people might have called it the glow cloud. They went to Cliffs Bay to see what they could do about it or to learn from it. It's dispersed. I mean, obviously, if you look outside, we're pretty deep in my lair, so you might not be able to hear it from here. But if you listen very faintly, you might hear like a peal of thunder. I think there's some hurricanes going on, but looks like the magical cloud itself has been dispersed.
That means they're doing a good job out here. So, love to stay and chat. Moriarty sets down his glass of tea onto a stone near Kraz. I appreciate the drink, but if you don't mind leading us out, and is there anything we should know about getting back to Cliffs Bay? Is it a sure shot still?
Wait a minute. So, we're not even near Tristan at all anymore, Yantor says, looking over at
no.
Moriarty.
Absolutely not.
I said sorry.
Wait, but what about Apex? What about the gnolls? They're going to destroy my forest. They're going to destroy all the little squirrels and chickadees and chipmunks. They're going to eat everything.
We'll get back there as soon as we can.
Unbelievable.
I wouldn't trust them.
To be fair, it's almost justified with the whole Klakkr being mad at you. And now you can start even. Dead even.
Make a persuasion check.
Look at all the bits. Could make something very nice out of this.
You're gonna use Moriarty's single use of inspiration.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting your name, Tyrell.
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Or Fab.
Fab
Fabulous.
has found the table full of disgusting remains from different creatures. You can definitely pick up some of that.
Oh, hell yeah.
12.
Oh my god. Oh, you
I
said you
used
had
inspiration.
advantage. Okay.
For 12.
Oh, nah, I missed it. Guidance if you wanted it, but I missed it.
Let me find Yontor's stats from way back when.
If it was allowed, that's like a D6, right?
It'll be fine.
Actually, I take it
D4.
back because I don't think Celine likes Moriarty. No guidance for Moriarty.
Drew, I'm
Nice.
sorry that I was convinced in my insanity that you were a hag.
She's repelled by your ugliness, man.
So now that you need my help, I'm not a hag.
No,
Is
you're
that-
not
is
a
that-
hag because he said you weren't a hag.
Okay, so you didn't believe me that I
Why
was
would
a
I
hag,
believe
but
a hag saying she wasn't a hag?
I'm not a hag.
That's what every hag says. We had just fought 3 hags and one disappeared. It
Look,
only
I'll-
made sense she was coming back to try to get us.
All I'm saying is that you wouldn't believe me when I said I wasn't a hag, and then another man said I wasn't a hag, and you believed him and not me.
Because he
And she's
cast a
getting
spell
angry at
that
this
said you
point.
weren't a hag.
I'm waiting outside. You figure out what you're doing. And she goes
I'm
outside.
not even waiting. Yontor stands up and hits his massive antlers on the ceiling. I'm not even waiting. I can't believe that, Moriarty. After everything we've been through, you promised we would go and fix the gnolls. I've got to go and protect my town. My forest.
I know you want to just go through there, but you're not going to be able to just hoppity hop through the trees because it's, kind of separated by an ocean. And the boats are where we're going.
He folds his arms. I'll find a way. I'll walk across the ocean floor if I need to.
You guys are really crushing it.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, Untor. Just help us out and we'll go fix Apex's situation.
Yontor storms up through him.
Oh, Chris, can you keep an eye on him?
I can keep an eye on him, certainly. He can have a bed here if he needs it until he figures out what he wants to do or how he's going to try to get back. Anyway, I'm taking up residence in my lair again, obviously. I will message you using the spell message if I learn anything that you might need to know. I'm in contact with Slork and with Hashis and with a handful of other of my friends. I don't believe you've met all of them. So if you need to go to Cliffs Bay, reunite with Zachariah, I think that's a great idea. I'll just be in touch as I hear more from everyone. Oh, also, Hashis and all of his friends, they're planning on completely taking over Cliffs Bay, so just be careful around him.
God damn it.
Oh, wow.
We were gone for maybe a month and it's already come to that.
Yeah.
Well, I wish Hashish all the best. Hashis, all the best in his endeavor. Let's go.
I guess, yeah.
Alright.
We gotta go find Zachariah. I'm glad he's here.
Can you just give him a heads up where we're gonna be? We're okay to get through there?
Oh, will do. I'll let him know.
when I come back into the main room from the gross table, there is now a patchwork, vaguely octopi creature resting on Fab's shoulder.
Nice.
I knew you were 3 octopus in a trench coat.
I just made this. I was bored, so I made a new pet.
Now, who's making assumptions? You think he's an octopus in a trench coat, and I thought you were a hag. We all make mistakes. Let's go.
My bodily blessings do not make me an octopus. Just because I have an orthopodic attachment. It is an unfortunate side effect of the great work.
Oh, does it have a name? And I gotta pet the little octopus.
Oh, I think I'll name him Gilliam. You could call him Gil.
Oh, hi, Gil. And I pet it.
It squirms and writhes.
I'm disgusted, but in a cute way.
He is quite adorable, if I don't say so myself.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Lucky with Goose.
Little goose.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I just thought about something.
Oh, what?
We didn't bring Little Goose back up with us out of the Negatious place the first time, and we didn't rescue him when we were down there this time. That's our bad.
I think last episode, so before the interlude, I misremembered where Little Goose was. I thought that you all left him up at the Well of Fate before going down into Nagisha's lair, because he ran up and tried to eat
Maybe
Lucky,
he was-
and you
That's
reminded
what I
me he was
thought.
muzzled.
Yeah,
so
his
we'll go with that.
token was
Down
at the
there.
spinning wheel, so I thought he was in the spinning
Yeah,
wheel.
his
I
token
know
was
that
both
was
at the
was
spinning
down
wheel
there.
and in the Well of Fate, so we'll say he's back with Lucky.
Okay. Alrighty then.
this entire journey with these idiots. Celine is just practicing meditation and zoning them out.
Don't worry, you'll learn what it's like to be half mad eventually.
She's not listening. She did not hear anything that was just said to her.
So this horribly dysfunctional party sets out from Kraz's lair. It's mid to late afternoon at this point for all of you. Now, I am gonna take just a second to be sure I have all my timelines straight, and then we're probably gonna cut scene back to the other party.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be weeks. Nathan.
No. Let's see.
You know what they say about assuming.
Don't do it.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'll go ahead and explain to you and to our audience kind of where the timelines are right now, because it's not perfectly synchronous just because of how D&D works. The last episode, three weeks prior, the pre-interlude episode, we were on the night of Rain Summer the 25th in Cliffs Bay. We cut back to the Well of Fate actually about 24 hours before that. So the Cliffs Bay party outpaced you a little bit, outpaced the Tristan party a little bit. We are now almost caught up. It's afternoon, so about 4 hours from now, as you're setting out from Kraz's lair, is when the battle with Raylon begins. So we're skipping 4 hours into the future. Jack and Nagish are off doing their own thing currently. It's all going to become contemporaneous, probably in a few episodes.
How long does it take to get from Kraz's lair to Cliffs Bay?
2 days, a day and a half if you really push it.
Day and a half, okay. In that case, I'm just gonna wild shape as a steed the whole time and just leave these fools in the dust.
If we had more charges, we could use transportation.
Every time she tries to get a little way, Moriarty's gonna smack her with his fishing pole and just stop her non-lethally.
That's true. If you can convince Yantor to work with you, he can transportation you all much more quickly. But we'll determine whether you can convince him to do that or not later. Maybe next week, maybe not. We'll see how the timelines go. For now, let's head back into the lair beneath Cliffs Bay.
Fuck.
What? Now I have to pull up a different character sheet?
Yeah.
And I have to pull up Raven too?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Are we...
I'm scared.
I'm scared. Oh
I'm
no,
scared.
the turn order's up. It means we're about to roll initiative.
It is time to roll initiative.
It's time to duel.
I cast Pot of Greed.
And I draw 3 cards. if you know the video.
That is how that
That's what I'm
works.
referencing, yeah. And then it is how it works. And then I cast Pot of Greed again, which allows me to draw 3 additional cards from my deck.
I have no idea what you're referencing, but I'm loving it.
It's very good.
What a
is what he's
coincidence! And I draw,
referencing.
and I played Pot of Greed again to draw another 3 cards from my deck.
And then I use this card, which then allows me to take a card from my graveyard, which I use again to cast Pot of Greed.
Draw 3.
Graveyard
This
is that
isn't how
Magic
you
the Gathering?
play.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, okay.
It's like guy playing
I used to play
Yu-Gi-Oh,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
trolling someone who's actually playing, and he's playing against him.
It's
And he
like
just keeps saying, the guy's like, "This
Yu-Gi-Oh!
isn't
on, like,
what,
VR.
how you. That's not how the card
That
works."
is how he
He's like,
plays.
It is. It is how it plays.
That's how it works.
And they're doing voices from the show, and the other guy is just like a normal person.
I need to make
Yeah.
my 11.
Oh gosh, I still need to roll for initiative. Oh gosh,
Oh wait,
I was
no,
looking up.
just kidding.
I was
Tor-
looking
I
up
love the
things.
Yugi voice from
22.
that show.
How do I roll initiative again? I completely forgot. Oh no, I'm not Celine. I am the other one.
The other one.
I mean, it'll say it. You're Celine the Star Child if your name is Celine the Star Child.
I'm not Celine. I'm not a hag. I'm so sick of people telling me what I am and what I'm not.
Your pen.
Pen,
Your penny.
penny. Okay.
My hippo.
Abraham got 11.
What was it? 20. 20 for pen. Cody, I felt so bad you were just hanging out this whole recording session, not really doing.
You know, it's okay. I really don't mind. I actually thought, I'm like, and then any minute, and then any
Jack's
minute.
gonna pop in.
I don't know how it's gonna happen, but any minute.
To be fair, I was ready for that any minute. Moriarty's crazy right now, and that's great.
Yeah, Klakkr's losing his mind. He still thinks everything is a dream.
Life could be a dream.
He's not wrong.
I know, right?
He's right, yeah.
Just so you know,
Dun, dun,
that's
dun.
Fab when he's actually sane, so.
Okay, is everyone ready? Centered?
What is Penny's character voice again? She's a little up here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta switch voices. Oh, sorry about it. Okay.
That was pretty good.
All right, so just to remind everyone, you've come into this center chamber that's kind of in the middle of Raylon's lair. Raylon and some of his compatriots are around a conference table that appears to have been pilfered from Cliff's Bay, and it appears they were just conversing with one another. But obviously he's been speaking into your mind as you've been drawing nearer. And so Tor can see him now, Penelope might be able to, Griff might be able to. But we are fully in initiative. Everyone is aware of everyone else, even if you can't quite see everyone. So, Tor, kick us off.
Well, Stretch, time to fight.
Tor's just gonna rush into the room, apparently. Yep, Tor's just gonna rush right in.
All right, what's Tor's passive perception?
Tor's passive perception, 14.
Okay, cool. So he rushes in.
Dope. Love
Great.
it. And just
to see it.
being barely outside of the range of the big guy, Raylon, he's going to swing around his anchor, and he's going to bash, Quaggas? Quaglet? Is that what I see?
Yeah, there's, you are flanked now by Quaggas. There's one on either
Yeah.
side of you. And across the table from you, there's Raylon.
Tor's going to be swinging his anchor, throwing it at the one that he first saw as he was running by, and then on its back swing, he's going to, like, spin it around and smack it into, try to hit the other one. So let's see if they hit.
Nice.
Oof, those are bad rolls. An 8, which is a nat 1, and then a 12.
Those are bad rolls. Those both miss, unfortunately.
And then, I guess, bonus action, I can still summon my tentacle. And I'm going to summon my tentacle, and it's going to attack Raylon. 24 to hit,
24 will hit Raylon.
12 cold damage.
Nice.
And I don't have a little...
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep meaning to turn that into an official token, but I'll pull your tentacle back.
The official tentacle token of sanity damage.
Get yours now at Linktree.
Patreon.com/the help.
Right.
Buy yours today, and you can have tentacles like Tor, too.
I just mean, like, something that has a token property that you can edit as though it's a token.
Set quasi-real token.
Right. TJ, I'm sticking bomb pods up in this corner. Feel free to copy and paste as needed. You got your token
Okie dokie.
there, Tor, and same thing with your spiritual weapon, Penelope.
Got it. I'm out of that this round, so.
Okay.
But thank
Well,
you.
never mind then. Yep. All right. Anything else from Tor? I guess that was all of the
That would
movement
be his
stuff.
turn.
All right. So, Penelope, Tor has rushed in.
Okay, so you had mentioned that this chamber had vaulted ceilings. How high would you say the ceilings are?
I would say the ceilings are about, well, they're not 10 feet high. We'll say about 15 feet high.
Okay, that works for me. Oop, I need to pull up the right character sheet. Penny is gonna take her action to bamf out her wings, so she's gonna take a deep breath, and when she exhales, she's gonna have wings sprout at the back of her that are shimmery and bioluminescent, and now they kind of have like tinged smoke at the ends of it, kind of almost like raven feathers. And she's gonna fly pretty much straight up and then move a little over this way. And then that's gonna be her turn. And then Raven is gonna fly forward 20 feet.
All right. And you still have Spirit Guardians active.
I do still have Spirit Guardians up for 10 minutes. So Raven's gonna fly here 10 feet.
Yeah.
Or,
And
sorry,
you
20
just
feet.
recently recast it after the episode where you destroyed everyone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to say it lasts for this whole fight. It's 10 minutes. I mean, it's concentration, so
Yeah.
it might go away. but-
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that one from the previous fight went out. This is a second casting of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you cast it right before you walked in the door, right?
right.
Raven is going to cast Toll the Dead on Raylon. Let's go. 18 to hit.
For a wisdom save?
Yeah.
No, it's a range. I have it as a ranged weapon attack. Is that not right?
Not for Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead, Xanathars. Wisdom save, 1d8 necrotic.
I'm gonna copy and paste what I have on Raven's character sheet real quick.
That's weird. Should be
Which is fine, we can do it as a save.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it as a save with your save DC. So instead of like
Okay, so it's
an
gonna be-
11 or whatever, it'll be 15, 16.
15.
Okay, so he got an 18. Doesn't take damage this time.
But I tried.
Yeah, and Raven is in the room.
I move forward. No, because I think I still have movement on Penny. I'm just gonna move forward a smidge and get that Grimlock.
Sure, okay, yeah. Start doing work on it.
Yeah.
Smart.
Oh man, I was so not prepared
Yeah.
to play Penny this session, and I'm like, what is this? It's a DC. I was gonna pop this in chat again. It's a DC 15 Dex save.
Yeah, okie doke. Which it takes at the start of its turn.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's also when you
No,
move
it takes
into
when I
isn't it?
move.
Yeah, that's right. Spirit Guardians is buff like that. Okay, Dex save, getting exactly a 15, so still 7 damage.
7 damage
Not
on
good.
it, and that ends my turn. And Raven can come and fly on my shoulder.
All right. And what is your passive perception?
Passively perception. I don't think you've ever asked me this, and I don't think I've ever looked at it. It's like
Perception modifier plus 10.
14.
Cool. The West Anakin captain across the room from you, this is obviously just one of those guys you fought before who is under the sway of the collective. He is going to pull a musket and fire on Tor, not knowing that Tor is unhittable. Oh, actually, I got a 21. That might hit.
You do hit.
Nice.
For
Take
three?
3
It's only
whole
3 piercing.
damage. And then he, feeling invigorated because of that, is going to deftly move forward across the room, drawing a rapier and like saluting you with a Tor, and then he's going to try to jab at you.
Ooh.
But completely miss. He also just barely enters Penelope's radius, so you can go ahead and roll more damage for your Spirit Guardians.
3d8.
Failed his dex save. Yep.
7.
Man, sad roll, but damage is damage.
My damage rolls are bad. That's fine. Damage is damage.
Damage is damage. Abraham, it's up to you now.
Abraham will step into the room.
You see the Quaggets, you see the naval captain, you see Raylon just standing there stroking his tentacles, watching with amusement as this plays out.
I will, as a bonus action, take my form of dread. I'll look at Raylon as my hair loses its sheen and gets all crazy. My teeth grow, my eyes go black, and I'll say, "Are you ready to die like a friend?" And I'll launch some Eldritch Blasts at him.
All right.
17, 24.
17 misses, 24 does not.
I'll apply some additional damage with my Grave Touched. Yeah, so it's 15 total
15.
damage.
Okay. And no additional, like, pushing or any of that?
Why not? I'll push him back. I mean, it looks like he's kind of up against a wall, though, huh?
You're looking at the wrong one. This guy with the big purple sword is Raylon. The one up there is the Mind Flayer that ran away back in your first encounter in the torture chamber.
I see. That's why he looked familiar. Well,
Yes.
I'll push him into the wall then instead.
Sure. I'm gonna have Raylon make a strength check. If he gets below a 10, then we'll have him take some damage from getting smacked up against the wall. Let's make it 12. If he gets below 12, he got a 23.
He's a strong boy.
It's a strong boy.
And then I will slink into the shadows.
Okay. What is Abraham's passive perception?
Abraham passively perceives at about a 15.
Abraham passively perceives a writhing mass of tentacles pressed up against the wall, directly above the throne-like chair at the head of the conference table. It looks like an orb with an eye in the middle of it, and it has tentacles that have eyes on the end. I don't know how much Abraham knows about Mind Flayers, but it doesn't look strictly Mind Flayer-ish, but something kind of like a cousin to a Mind Flayer, maybe?
I think canonically Abraham knows very little about Mind Flayers. He seemed pretty confused by them when he first got here. So
Okay. I keep saying Mind Flayer when I mean Beholder and vice versa. Looks a little bit like a cousin of a Beholder, is what I meant.
Well, he might be a little bit more accustomed to that. I still don't think he's
Yeah.
ever seen one.
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Absolutely, let's do it. An 8. I've never seen one.
Yeah, you think it might be a Beholder.
It might be one.
Could be.
I will point it out to Penelope and Tor as I back away. There's something weird hiding behind that chair.
Yeah, it's like almost like a tapestry, like it's clinging to the walls above the chair, as though it's like a spider on kind of the top ceiling and
It's on the walls.
corner. Yeah. All right. There are currently no Grimlocks on the board, so that will bring us to Arf.
All right. Arf is going to move into the room so I can actually see what's going on. Oh my. Do I want to do? No, I'm going to save it. I will shoot at the...
Spike growth out the gate.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do it.
Because he said there's no Grimlocks on the board yet, meaning there's more things coming.
What?
Anyway, I don't want to metagame, but anyway, I don't want to use spike growth yet anyway. 2 little people. I'm going to go for this Quaggoth here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
It
take a
growls
shot.
at you in like a gorilla bear noise.
We'll go to you too, buddy. For a 14,
Yeah, that gets it.
6 piercing, plus 3 psychic. It's 9
Alright.
damage, and then I'm going to take another shot.
Mhm.
Come on. 18 to hit for 8 more piercing damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to just kind of duck around the corner with the rest of my movement that I have.
Sure. Given that this is the same Grimlock the same Quaggoth that Penelope worked on with her Spirit Guardians, it's not quite bloodied, but it's rapidly approaching that. Y'all have done good on it.
Great.
And next up is Griff.
Oh, yeah. All right. Griff steps around Arf here. Oh, hello. And he's going to open fire with Tiny Tim on the gent entangled with Mr. Tor.
Sure. You would definitely recognize all of the filigree and the... What was that word? The tassels on the shoulder?
Epaulets.
Epaulets, thank you. Yeah, so you recognize his whole uniform. You know this is a former member of the same Navy as you, but now working against you.
You fucking traitor! And he will fire a shot and fire another cannonball into the room. A 13 and then a 29 for 21 damage.
All right, yeah, so the 13, the captain sees it coming and like limbos out of the way and then comes up laughing and brushes his coat off just in time to get smacked in the face by the next one. Taking him down. He's bloodied now. Happens when a cannonball hits you in the face.
Right?
Yep.
And then as a bonus action, I will chuck some gunpowder into the
Nice.
room. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Penelope, you're flying, correct?
Yeah, I'm about 10 feet up in the air.
Okay. With that in mind, the Quaggoths are going to move up and try to attack Tor from both sides. They started one started its turn in your Spirit Guardians, the other one moves into it, so go ahead and
Okay.
roll me some damage. Just roll damage once, I'll apply it to both of them.
18
Nice.
plus, I forgot to
Ooh.
add this for my wings, 8 because of my wings. Because I have them up.
Right. And it does radiant damage, but yeah, love the
Dang.
smart build, yeah. Okay, so let's see, Dex saves fail and fail, nice. So they both,
Nice.
so it's 8 more on top
18
of the 18.
plus 26? 26
Yep.
damage.
6 damage.
Nice.
Very nice.
That's a crazy Spirit Guardians damage roll.
The
That was
8
a
smart
crazy
build.
damage roll I've ever done. Plus I got
And
the plus 8 on
I'm
top
gonna go
of
ahead
it.
and back apply that extra 8 to those other guys who would have taken it.
I wasn't gonna mention it because I felt bad for forgetting about it, and that was on me, not you.
It's okay. That's all
Very
right.
generous of you.
Yes, thank
you'll
you. I
need it.
appreciate
Very
it.
magnanimous.
He says you'll need
You'll
it.
You'll need. Oh, now I'm mad.
What did it take? Took an hour and a half this time. All right, the Quaggoths are going to go to town on Tor, or so they think. One of them is bloodied, so gets advantage on attack rolls, and it does extra damage. So let's start with that one. 2 claw attacks, both with advantage. 23 to hit for 6 plus
15.
what is that? 2d6 extra.
Just-
9 damage.
So 9 damage. Okay.
And a 19 meets it, right? Or are you 20?
Nope.
Yeah, ridiculous. Okay, and then the next one, miss with a 17 and a hit with
Meets
a 20 for 6 damage. And this upper Quaggoth, having been scourged by the nuns with the rulers, is going to take a step up to exit the area. I imagine that won't do much good. You'll just move up, but it's fine. That's all for the Quaggoths. So we've got this beholder-esque creature that is clinging to the wall. It unpeels itself like one of those like sticky hands that you throw at a window, and it floats out into the room. So it's about as high up as Penelope, gazing over at her.
Ooh, beholder air fight.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for that.
Yeah. So we're gonna do 2 eye rays on Penelope and 1 on Tor. 2 and 5 on Penelope. Penelope, please make a wisdom saving throw.
With save?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 16.
Nice. You feel kind of existential dread coming over you. The skin on the back of your neck prickles up, but you manage to shake it off and you are not frightened. Second ray, I'll need a constitution save from Penelope.
If it's a fright... Oh, I don't think I can be frightened while I have my wings. Hold on. I could be wrong.
That's cool. I didn't realize that. I mean, you saved against this one either way, so...
No,
we'll
it's
be
fine. Con,
Yes.
you say? Okay, I can do that.
And this one is nasty.
Great. 15 con. Save.
And you succeed. It does not stun you.
Hell yeah.
So you did not get stunned. Your spirit guardians remain intact, all
Let's
of which
go.
is great.
Let's go.
Against Tor, we've got a 6 from the eye ray, so Tor, I'll need a strength saving throw. I'm sure you're going to crush it, but it's going to try to fling you across the room with its mind.
Oh, it's gonna try to fling me. Well, I had advantage.
And now I'm remembering the magic item I gave you.
17.
It doesn't matter, you're fine. This thing has powers, but it's obviously not as strong as, like, Nagish. Not that any of you would know that.
Who?
Nagish is pretty fucking strong, by the way.
Pretty strong, yeah. That's the Mind Flayer. The Mind Witness, the Beholder thing. We've got the Mind Flayer from across the room. He's all out of his magic missiles, too. He used them all earlier today.
Sure
Against you in
did.
that other chamber. Yeah.
Sure did.
You know what he doesn't want to stun all of his allies, though. I guess he's just gonna climb up on the table, hop down, and start hacking at Tor with his big old sword.
Oof.
Miss with a 17, miss with a 19, hit with a 23. It's gonna be a total of 21 damage Tor.
Oof.
Unless you shield.
Ouch.
Some slashing,
bud?
some psychic.
Oof, I'm gonna need to heal you in a sec.
Alright, and now it is Raelon's turn. Bottom of the initiative order, ironically, but he's just studying you all with steepled fingers, playing with his tentacles while he watches you, figuring out all of your strategies. And then he pulls his massive greatsword. It glows with a purple psionic sheen, and we'll find out what he does next week.
Prick.
Wow.
Dun dun dun.
This has been Sanity Damage, To Whom the Sea Belongs. Thank you for joining us on this epic voyage. We would love to hear from you, so you can go to linktree/sanitydamage to find our social media, our Discord, which is the best place to hang out with us. Pop onto the Discord. We are all there, and we are active, and we would love to hear from you. This podcast is a homebrew podcast, and our dice sponsor is FanRoll. So go to fanrolldice.com to get amazing dice and dice accessories, beautiful liquid core dice. Those are some of my favorites. You can use the coupon code HOMEBREW for 10% off anything on the website. That's fanrolldice.com. Also check out our Patreon. We're coming up on 3 years of the Homebrew Network, and we have a ton of offerings on our Patreon. I write PDFs that we release monthly. That's just at the $2 tier, and there's more rewards that go up from there. The PDFs I write are like character modules of each of the different PCs across the 3 shows. Speaking of which, there are 3 shows. Check out the network, check out the Homebrew Podcast, and Power Word Fail, which has myself and is DM'd by Cody and also has Tyrell in
Hell
it.
yeah.
So go give all of those a listen. This campaign is dedicated to Brandon, who we hold in loving memory, and To Whom the Sea Belongs is a sanity damage campaign set in the Kaleidosphere. Join us next week as we really get into the meat of this fight.